You get lost in your imperfections. You get lost in the things you want. But if you slow down for just 1 second, you might feel way better than you thought. And if you took a second to breathe, took a minute to cry, well, maybe you would see that all this time I've been right here. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Maybe we could go and find a view if we need some entertainment. But we don't have to hurry, cause our conversation's always entertaining. And if you just want me to listen, I can do that too. Because all that I can do for you, I'll do. Oh yeah, baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now. Baby, I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now.
Settle in by the fireside glow. Harmonies in the kitchen, a familiar show. Take a seat, feel the beat of our humble abode. Laughing life lessons, a treasure trove. Grooving to the stories from the young to the old at sTEaD Talks, where the roots and the music flow. Come on down to our homestead. We got stories, we got bread, yeah. 7 kin and tales to sow. sTEaD Talks, where the good vibes grow. Listen to us, oh, we've got a rhythm we're playing. All you city folks, tune in. Barefoot jams on the wooden floor. Family band, we got the funk galore. Turn up the bass, let the spirit soar. Living it up at sTEaD Talks, so who could ask for more? In the heart of the land, with the kin you adore. sTEaD Talks vibing, it's the funk at the...
Oh yeah, what's happening? To whomever happens to be in the chat, we have to use our backup camera today, and not the kind that is the reverse on your truck when you're backing up. Although it does look a lot like that, picture quality wise.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, you see my sweatpants and everything. I've been working.
Yeah. So what's up, everybody? How you doing? nobody's in the chat yet, so I don't know who's here, who's saying hi. There's a few people here, it looks like, but jump in the chat. Tell us who you are and that you're doing fine.
Hopefully,
yeah,
you're doing great.
Yeah, and if this is your first time watching the sTEaD Talks live stream, this is the live stream where we talk about everything about off-grid living, homesteading, life, love, liberty. We also
pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, we mainly talk about food. It always seems the conversation devolves into food. And if that sounds better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, then you have found the right live stream, or at least one that will leave you with a distinct feeling of meh at the end of it. That's what I can promise you. Yeah.
I feel like it's retro because of how we look.
Yeah, the picture quality is terrible. And this is like a great camera. For some reason, when you use it as a webcam, it's terrible.
And our other camera, the thing is that we just had one of our clients buy it. And now I'm like...
It's working perfectly for her, but she doesn't live stream. She uses it to record.
That's a good point.
So,
it's so weird.
Is the audio all weird? I don't know why it's doing that.
It's like it's capturing from the...
Here. Is that better? That's better.
That's gotta be better.
All right, let's say hello to some people. Hey, Frank.
What's up?
What's happening?
How's it going?
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Welcome.
Yes. And April May, what is happening? Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yes. I think I saw you were on the TikTok. Well, I didn't see, but I heard that you were saying hi to April when I was cleaning eggs.
Yeah. I'm doing some egg cleaning. We're going to get into that because that was quite an experience. Look at, there's also a lag on it. This is terrible.
Is there a lag?
Yeah, look at just talk. You're not going to see a lag doing that.
You're looking for the visual lag.
Are you like...
I thought I'd look like...
Wow, I tell you.
It's like I've been spending too much time with the kids.
Yeah.
Because they're like, look, I'm lagging.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Matthew, how you doing?
Matthew?
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yeah.
Doris, what's
Hello.
up? Yeah, thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. It has been quite a day, technically. Like a technical sort of a day.
It's one of those days where you're like, oh, we're like feeling a little ahead. And then suddenly it's like nonstop still.
Boom. Straight to the dome.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. That needs to get turned up. Now we're turned up.
We're good.
Now are we I don't even know what's happening.
Should I lean into it?
I don't know what's happening. I'll do some ASMR.
I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody had really appreciated that.
Yeah. Almost homesteading with Janet. What's happening?
What's up, Janet?
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Always a pleasure.
Always.
Yes.
Matthew, first time watching your live. Love your videos. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is like not the best representation of our live. I don't have any video clips ready. I've been messing around with drivers and all kinds of stuff. And I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I don't do real well with the whole technology thing, you know?
Yes, he does.
Give me a hammer and a handsaw and I'll build you a house. But these dang computers and their drive to take over the world.
Oh man.
Oh, hey Frank. So it's you're back at the Ranch SoCo.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
It's cool. Hot down here in South Texas. I bet it is. It was hot today, but it was super windy. I mean, it was like being in a sandblaster.
Which was weird because the wind really, literally, it was totally calm all day, and you got the tripod out, and then it was all whoosh, just crazy. Yeah, to do the other live.
Yeah.
It was insulting.
It lasted exactly.
It was insulting.
It lasted exactly 18 minutes. I love you too. Oh, look it. See, now he says the volume just got weird.
Is it worse or better now?
It looks like it's super low. I don't know what's happening. Is that better?
Check.
How about we do this? we'll make we'll mess with it right here. If it doesn't work, then we'll turn this live stream into us taking all of this stuff outside and burning it, because I'm over the technology right now. Doris, can't say all good. I feel so sick. Oh no, that's no good.
I'm sorry to hear that, Doris.
I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah, Doris is like amazing.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
we love Doris.
Yep.
She's been hanging out with us on these live streams for like a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Rockstar.
Yeah.
Almost home sitting with Janet. James is in training at work tonight. Sad. I understand. It's no good. Who needs training? When you got that kind of raw talent, you know?
There you go.
He doesn't need.
There you go,
He doesn't need no stinking training. You tell him. You text him right now and tell him Jason says he doesn't need no stinking training.
It's hearing you.
Huh?
You'll see.
All right.
What's up, Matthew? Yeah, shout out from Montana.
Shout out from Montana.
Oh, Montana's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. Nice.
Is it? I'm hoping it's better now. I turned it back to the way it was.
So, down at the bottom, Frank says it's a little better, but there's an echo.
Boy.
Echo! What if we turn this one up, bring it closer, and then we turn that one down?
Be like the third member of our live stream.
How's it going, buddy?
Is that better? How is that better?
Is the echo less?
Before we move on,
Well, you gotta see the next comment, because there's a little lag there. From when
just
they
tell me.
answer.
Just tell me.
When they answer.
You don't need to be foreshadowing.
What?
The next one will answer the question that you have.
I'm just saying. Let's not wait.
Let's not wait.
Look,
James.
see, James is here.
Hey, y'all. At work, so watching. Very nice. Very nice. You don't need no stinking training.
That's funny.
Yep. Frank, did you plug in that mic? We ordered one like that. I couldn't hear anything unless we were close to it. So last week we used it. I did a whole voiceover thing this morning. It worked great. My normal camera, the one that looks relatively decent on this live stream, which we're obviously not using right now, doesn't have a microphone on it. The backup camera does, and it's overriding the microphone. I can see what it's doing on the, like, yeah, maybe I could just delete this. Can I just, I don't know. Anyway, let's not do any more comments until we figure out the audio. How about that?
Are we still talking?
Better. The volume seems to be going in and out. Yes, better. Little echo. No more echo, but a little low. Okay. I know how to fix that.
Nice.
Hold, please.
Oh, we've got volume here too, don't we?
It's all the way up.
Ah.
But I can add a filter. I'm going to go plus, add some gain.
Nice.
We're going to call it gain. How about now? Is that better? Look at that. Look at this. We're going to get sorted out live.
Boom.
On the live stream. How about that? You know that's better.
Better. I think that better like butter on toast.
Toast. Yep.
Yeah, which, speaking of toast.
Yeah, talk about your sourdough.
Well, I've been making a double batches. So instead of just your regular sized loaf, it's double that. I mean, it goes without saying, but it's huge. So tasty. So, yeah. Yeah. It was delicious. I almost had a sandwich. But I ran out of time.
Yeah, Wednesdays are like chaotic. We got to think about changing some things up because it's so stressful to put out a video that we filmed that morning, you know, and edited that morning, then put out the video, then do a live on TikTok, then do a live here.
Yeah.
I don't
It's too
live
much.
my life in any other way that stressful. Like there's no other thing that we do that's as stressful as
Yeah,
Wednesdays.
it's true. It's
You know?
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is my favorite
Yeah.
live.
Change it.
Hanging out.
Change it.
Yeah.
Do something. Make it better.
Yeah. I say maybe we put it live on TikTok on a different day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or earlier. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Something to discuss.
Like,
Like
butter
butter
on
on-
a Pop-Tart.
Yes.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, we got it sorted.
Sweet.
We got it sorted.
There we go. There we go.
Frank, keep talking though. Sing a song.
Oh, I was hoping you
How
would
the
sing.
hell you spell chauffeur? A chauffeur. Ooh, fancy pants, Rich McGee.
It's great.
I won't finish that.
That was good. That was good.
Well,
good.
when I walked into that city, people gonna stoop and bow.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right. Okay, good. We got it worked out. I like
Nice.
it. Almost home staying with Janet. Like butter on a Pop-Tart. I've personally never
awesome.
had that, but it does sound amazing
sound
because it
good.
has
Sound really good.
it has two of my favorite ingredients, which are butter and artificial flavors.
Yeah.
Frank, my wife wants a sourdough starter.
Nice.
Nice. I'll tell you, Carrie can tell you. You can just
can make
start
your
one.
own.
Yeah, it takes like 3 to 7 days.
Yep.
And you just
Flour, water, and thyme.
and that's it.
And I don't mean the spice.
Yeah.
Just some thyme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then it'll go through a stage where it like smells like vodka
And gym socks.
and gym socks, vodka and gym socks. You just let it keep going. You're halfway there.
Yeah.
And then you'll have some starter.
Yeah.
Have some starter.
Yep.
Oh wow. So what have we been doing? Like aside
today,
from no,
or-
just aside from everything. Let's talk about your
my
eggs today.
gosh. Okay, so yeah, the eggs.
So it started yesterday, right?
Yes, I've been too lazy about getting the eggs, and the kids were doing it, and then we got our dog, and that was a year ago now, almost. And he wants to eat the chickens, so I was like, oh.
No.
I
He
have to
wants
say-
to smell them with his teeth.
Yeah, very much so. So I've been the chicken egg collector and being very bad at it. So they've been sitting in there for so long.
But only for like the last week.
Oh, that's not true, but let's go with that. Yeah, it's just sure. Yeah, there were a lot of eggs. We had to water test like the last batch, and like there were a bunch that had gone bad already.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we'll move on.
Well,
But-
like before you started doing the water testing, I'm going to interview you real quick.
Oh, okay.
Before you started doing the
So
water
there's-
testing, what was the first indication that one of the eggs may have gone bad?
I kept breaking them while cleaning them.
Well, I only saw the one. The one
Oh, that was the third, I think.
oh really? That
Or
you
the second.
you weren't it seemed to me
I'm
like
like cleaning it. It's all. Oh.
and then it got all over you.
Yeah. Then I just pressed too hard. Literally the next egg or two eggs later, I did the same thing. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
I think you know what that actually indicates is that those particular chickens are not getting enough calcium.
That could be.
That is why.
But they'd also been there for quite some time. So
Yeah,
I
but
think,
but the shell doesn't break down. Like that takes years for a shell to break down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
well, by this time, they may be having enough calcium.
That's awesome. So anyway, there were like 200 eggs.
Yeah.
How many do you think were good?
Oh, well, I mean, probably like out of like 200 eggs, like 175.
That's good.
Probably more, 180.
Hey.
185 were
Little
good.
column A, little column B.
Yeah, no, most of them were fine. But yeah. So, but yeah, they've been there for a while. Don't do that. I collected the eggs today as well.
Mm-hmm. It's very good. So anyway, what are we gonna do? We've got We've got every egg container that we could
I
possibly.
have 6 or 7 18 packs full of eggs and 2. Oh, I gave all the 12 packs to my mom, which were 3.
Nice.
She's like, I think I'll eat 2 eggs a day. I'm like, great.
So we're gonna need to make quiches, lots of quiches.
Yeah.
Maybe some Scrabble. Some like carbonara. Maybe. Maybe a little bit of that there Alfredo. And then we're gonna need to water glass like 3 gallons worth of eggs, probably.
You know what they had for like $16 was I think a 12 pack of those big jars at
Yeah, those are half gallons.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, we should just get some of those.
We should get some of those because we could
Yeah.
water. We could water egg. No wait, water bath eggs, and then in the winter we'll have eggs every day. You know.
Yeah.
So
'Cause we
they'll
definitely
be
have a
good for a
shortage.
year in that.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Which I haven't actually done before. Water glass eggs. Don't tell anybody.
Nice. You put the eggs in the glass, fill it up with water, and then I think it's just pickling lime. It's like a tablespoon of pickling lime.
Right. I like to be specific on these things, so I'm gonna look it up. Right. Yeah.
What will you give me when you look it up and you find out that it's exactly what I said?
I'll give you a high five.
Will you? You'll acknowledge. You'll give me
totally-
that much of an acknowledgement.
I'll be like, dude, you were right.
Yeah, your wild guess was
His
correct.
favorite words,
Yeah,
but they're mine too.
they're
so.
yours too. Don't.
That's not. It's true.
Yeah. Let's see, Frank. Self-rising or all-purpose? Really anything, right?
On the flour.
To make a starter.
Yeah. A really good one to do for making the initial starter, from what I've read, is the King Arthur bread flour. But that's, once it's active, you can put whatever flour you want, the cheapest stuff on the shelf. I do like getting unbleached and, you know, I like getting at least an unbleached kind that I'll get in a bigger bag.
Yeah.
It's like Montana Blue or something. I don't know. But I'll make the bread itself with King Arthur. But yeah, it's a good one for doing starter, and that because just it's yeah, that's what I've read. So
Nice.
yeah.
Yep.
If you do it, Frank, I'd love to hear how it goes. It's super fun.
Sandwich
Is your sandwich done? Are you serious? What do you think?
Oh,
We're
my-
live streaming sandwich making? You think that's what's happening? I'm in a mood. Let me tell you, I'm in a mood.
Oh, Vegas.
You've never had that? It's so good. Family Guy even has a song about it. What was she talking about?
Who?
Janet. What did we say we'd never had before?
Oh, that's so good. Family Guy did a song about it. Janet, what was it? I don't know. I don't know. We've talked about so many things now. I know.
So much egg. April, May. Yes, the sourdough bread. I have yet to make a loaf. I have the starter. Yeah, once you do though, just get ready for it. It's an emotional roller coaster. Your first loaf is gonna be something that you could, if you accidentally were walking down the street with it and you tripped and it fell out of your hands and it hit somebody, you could get charged with battery. I'm sure. That will more than likely happen.
It doesn't have to. Okay. April.
But then it gets better, and then it gets better, and then it gets better, and now she's at the point where today, the bread she made, she didn't set a timer, forgot about what the
Yeah, I thought I said one.
how long it was in. It came out. It was the greatest bread I think I've ever had in my entire life. I immediately made a panini. Because I'm fancy. and my favorite, which is, just sourdough toast with butter and raspberry jam. It was amazing.
Super good.
But that first one, you catch a case off of. I'm just telling you.
Okay, but I did want to tell April on
Go for it.
on the bread making, I really like the Clever Carrot. Just Google it. Yeah, she's got awesome sourdough recipes. And that's my favorite. She uses a tremendous amount of starter. I guess I just really like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your first one could be super good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it can be a weapon.
It could be. Here's the thing. Don't punch out all the air. It needs the air. Okay? Don't like resist the urge to have to knead it after it's proofed and ready to go in the oven. That will definitely give you a brick and a weapon.
Agree to disagree.
It's true.
Ooh, April. Custard and quiche. Yeah, I love quiche. I'll make a bunch of quiche. Last time we had an overage of eggs. I think I made 7 or 8 quiches.
I think we still have. Well, we have one in the freezer.
Yeah,
actually, just
I took one out and ate half of it the other day. It was good. Mm-hmm. It was really good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Almost home staying with Janet. Bacon and eggs, quiche, breakfast casserole. You know what? That's all of my favorite things are breakfast foods, and we don't eat breakfast in this house.
I need to just make eggs. I need to make eggs.
Well, we've got
omelets.
motive and opportunity.
And the right amount of eggs.
We have so many eggs, it's unbelievable. Yeah. We could have one of those fancy omelet bars that you get when you go to the restaurant Golden China near the beach in Ventura, California.
Exactly. Yep.
You know.
Pro tip for you: make sure before you make any eggs, you gotta just check them. Sorry. I didn't want to rinse the bloom off of all of them, so.
Awesome.
Whoops.
Okay, good. Good. We're sorting through some things.
That was a side note for him.
Side note.
Yeah.
As an aside.
While I was thinking about it.
Yeah. And breakfast burritos, my favorite food of all time.
Yep.
Like I'm a very frugal person, right? I don't like to spend money on anything. And in fact, if I have something that even remotely resembles the thing that I need, I'll make that thing work before I'll go spend money. But one thing I won't skimp on, like if there's a restaurant that serves good breakfast burritos, like I've read stories about their breakfast burritos, or like it's a fabled tale that has been passed on in oral tradition, like I will go there and I will spend money on a breakfast burrito.
Yep. That and good tools, which I'm
and
100%
tools.
behind.
Good tools.
Yeah.
But I mean, aren't those the same thing?
Good tools and a good breakfast burrito.
Same thing. Quality lasts.
Oh. Gaps filled in.
I could eat a breakfast burrito like a good breakfast burrito. No, wait. Let me reframe this. I could eat a bad breakfast burrito and be hungry an hour later. I ate a good breakfast burrito. I'm good for 2-3 days.
Wow.
But I'm talking like breakfast burrito.
I am gonna note that down.
Yeah. Next time you don't want to cook for a couple days, just spend like
Sign me up, man.
a good hour
Good burrito.
in the morning making breakfast burritos with all the fixings.
It's a point of contention. I am not a morning person. I'm a night owl, and he is a wake up with the sun. But I should be the one making breakfast, apparently.
I got a cock-a-doodle-doo me. You cock-a-doodle-doo you.
Done.
All right, this is a good idea too. Making dry egg noodles. I like that idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah, the kids love egg noodles. Mm-hmm. Yep, fancy ramen with
look at that,
eggs.
Janet.
Give me all your egg ideas. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's I didn't
Fancy
even-
ramen
I
with
never
eggs.
thought of
And
that.
we can make the noodles.
I know.
Make the noodles.
Yeah.
We ought to
can
make just a ton
sourdough
of
noodles.
pasta too.
You can make noodles with sourdough too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just do egg noodles since we have a ton of eggs.
Yeah.
So I never thought of that.
But even just like straight up pasta, right?
Sweet.
Yeah. Now Matthew wants an omelet.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you. Telling
That
you.
doesn't go- I
We
should
talk
have
about
omelets
food
tonight.
here on this live stream. That's what it always comes down to.
I know
And
what's for
my
dinner.
disdain for the industry of big freeze dryer, because they don't want to send me one to review on TikTok. So I've they will rue the day, and I will build one out of an old chest freezer and a vacuum pump, and I'm going to show everyone else how to do it. As soon as I have the time to do that, I'm doing that, because that's how petty I am.
Show them.
Let's see. My wife made clafoutis with eggs and blackberries.
Ooh.
I want to say that's like quaftis or something. I don't know what that. Yeah, morning, because we have so many eggs. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Quafaltus.
Yeah.
Quafaltus.
I don't know what that is. That's
I
a word
don't
I've never
either.
heard
I
before.
know.
I'm just like,
I want to look it up. I don't look at my phone.
Nicole, now look who's late. But we made it. Yay. But you checked into the earlier live stream, so,
Yeah.
I can't be mad.
Yeah.
I mean, detention is obvious at this point. But,
That's where we are right now, because we also were late.
Yeah, we were also
Yes.
late.
Yeah,
I
our
was
camera.
slapping around the
Can you
electronics.
tell
in
we've
here.
got our,
Got our-
we're going retro with our camera?
Yeah. We're actually live streaming this on a VHS camcorder circa 1989.
It looks like it.
There's a gentleman right behind the camera here. You can't see him. He doesn't want to be shown on the video, but he's wearing this thing on his shoulder. It's like this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm. Hey, LP, what's
LP,
happening?
What's up?
Thank you for coming to our STEAD Talk.
Welcome.
Welcome. Oh, and Nicole, thank you for coming to our STEAD Talk.
Yeah.
I almost forgot. Oh, it was about butter on a Pop-Tart. Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
It is surprising we haven't had that,
Mm-hmm.
actually. I'm shocked. I'm surprised at you. You love Pop-Tarts.
Well, you see, when I was a kid, we couldn't afford Pop-Tarts. And so what I would do is we had this little thing called a Snack Master. Do you guys remember the Snack Master? It was like this thing that would spit out hot grease at you when it was like the George Foreman grill wannabe thing that you'd stick like bread or a tortilla on, you'd put some filling in, and then you close the Snack Master. And it didn't have good venting, so the butter that you used to coat the inside of it with, it would like spit out the front at you. They were discontinued as a result of the safety issue. I'm sure there was a class action lawsuit, but I didn't get in on it because, but that's besides the point. So we had a Snack Master, and what I would do is I'd take, we had a day old bread store right next to us, like right across the street. So we'd go over there, and you could get like Wonder Bread for 50 cents.
Nice.
We get a whole loaf of Wonder Bread and bring it home. You coat it in whatever cheap knockoff butter we had at the time. It was like, there's, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
And then there's like, I can't believe it's not butter or buttle. It's like there's like missing letters and stuff, It was that version. The kind that you bought at the 99-cent only store. So anyway, we would cover up the bread in that, and you put it in the Snack Master, and then you just douse it with like a bunch of powdered Tang, and you close it up. Now you got an orange Pop-Tart.
There you go.
Snack Tart.
A snack chart.
Yeah.
There you go.
And so I could see why it would be so good, because that's how we made the Snack Tarts, the Tang Snack Tarts. Also, we'd have spaghetti noodles, but no spaghetti sauce. This is when my mom was like working a ton, so we got creative, and so we have spaghetti noodles, and if we had hot dogs, we'd chop up the hot dogs, put them in the spaghetti noodles, and then hit it with a bunch of ketchup and water and like spice aroma, like the Italian seasoning, and instead of calling it spaghetti, we'd call it spaghetto. And that was, yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah. Anyhow.
So, and now I guess in the future we could try butter on Pop-Tarts.
We could try butter
I don't
on
buy them
Pop-Tarts
very
now.
often,
Our
They're
financial
still
situation
expensive.
is slightly better than
when
then.
you were a kid. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Slightly.
I'm getting old and Pop-Tarts hurt my teeth.
I did a video this morning where I talked about how I threw my back out turning left too fast the other day. It's hilarious. Oh, the body.
That's great.
The body.
Great.
April Mayo, I heard about the sourdough dough bricks. I'm going to build my house with them. I made notes, and the sriracha sounds tasty.
It's really
That's
good.
like my favorite bread.
It's really good. I thought we had honey. Apparently one of the children ate it all.
Are you kidding me?
I had gotten more. It was just at the store.
So you mean to tell me that yesterday I come into the office and my secret stash of Twinkies and cupcakes have been eaten, and they made it impossible to make honey sriracha garlic bread?
Hooligans. We're living with hooligans.
That's it. All projects stop until
Root
the
cellar.
Bank Vault root cellar is completed. This is unbelievable. This will not stand.
What was that above that? Above go up. Oh, okay. I was just saying.
It was a
side.
It was an A-B conversation,
it.
so we seed our way out of it.
Cuckoo.
All right, Frank, I love making omelets when we have all the vegetables and mushrooms. Ooh, yeah. You know what would be really good?
So good.
I bet you in the area that the fire was in, now that we're through the really rainy season, I'll bet you there's morels over there. We go over there, get morels, make morel omelets. You know what I think I'm going to do to get back at the children for eating my snacks? I'm going to cook really good, flavorful, perfectly spiced food and give them no other option than to eat that. Like gourmet quality food. Because I know they'll hate that. I know that will be the worst day for them.
The worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
But it's what I want to eat. Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
Oh, because what I
Hey,
heard.
Hans.
What I heard was I don't have to cook, so I'm on
figured
board.
that. I figured as much. But if I can do it out of spite, I'll take that off of your hands for a few days.
For those of you who are aware, I do not enjoy cooking, and I was not raised like, here's how you do this. So everything I know how to do is because I Googled, or it's like something I actually know how to do. And it's all boring to him. I'm very sorry.
I mean, I was brought up eating Tang snack tarts.
Except that there was this, like there was when you're with your mom and then your grandpa who was super, super wealthy and took him to the best $150 plate restaurants. And that's where I fall short. I'm not a...
That's not it at all, love.
Oh.
That's not the thing.
Interesting. I'm still good with you cooking.
Would you like
You're
Would
very
you like
good.
to
I
sort
your
this
cooking.
out on the live stream?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I actually
I
don't
want
even
you
know
to
what we're-
love what you're cooking.
I do.
Like with the bread, you love making the bread.
I do.
And so it comes out so good. It's like, when I write messages to people and I'm just smiling, like I have this huge smile on my face, right? It's not because the message is making me smile. It's because that communicates, like the smile communicates through the message when I'm responding to somebody's whatever, That's how cooking works. So I want you to love the thing. And that way you can just be like, oh my gosh, I put so much creative into it, and it will be the best thing that I've ever had.
Aww.
Because I cook all kinds of things that are better than the food that was at those restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because I love the thing that I'm making.
Nice.
That's it.
That's cool. I do. There are things I do very much
You
enjoy
do
that I make.
you do a lot
In
of
fact,
things
actually,
really well.
like last night's meal.
Yeah.
It was lacking, but it was still good.
It was super good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you loved it.
Well,
And I felt
it.
like
I
you
like
loved
it.
me through the food.
Cooking with love.
Through the food.
Not cooking with, let's get this over with because I
Yeah.
have other things I'm more interested in.
It's
doing.
like, I don't want to eat dinner with a side of begrudgingly.
So mac and cheese and hot dogs isn't your thing.
Right. I think we made a breakthrough, guys.
That's
Thank you
right.
for being here for this. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
Yes, you guys are very good.
Yeah,
Charge
you're
by the
great
hour.
listeners. Nicole, when I make breakfast for dinner, we call it Brenner. I usually make Brenner on Sundays. I do
Nice.
like breakfast for dinner.
Yeah, I haven't done breakfast for dinner in a while, but I do enjoy it
Yeah.
a ton.
She makes a
Pancakes.
mean pancake.
Pancake,
Let me just tell you.
sausage, eggs, maybe bacon.
Mm-hmm. Frank, you can always have breakfast for dinner. I never wash our eggs. I might wash them before cracking them open
Right.
if they are dirty. Yeah,
Exactly.
no, this was a special circumstance, and the ones
didn't
that
wash
were
them
being
all.
the ones that were being washed are going to be water glassed. Yeah, that's the
And they're
word I was
marked,
looking
so they're
for.
the first things that we
Yeah.
use. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Now, our 14-year-old daughter Brooklyn loves making deviled
Oh,
eggs. Yeah, like not your standard recipe. Get fancy. Here's what I like with it with a
Yeah.
deviled egg. I like you make your deviled egg just like standard, but then you put the top half back on, right? Then you hit them with flour. You dip them in an egg wash, hit them in panko, and then deep fry them.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never had that.
Boom.
Where did you have that?
I've made them before. Also, my grandpa used to make them.
Okay.
Yeah, but the other thing he made was Scotch eggs inside of biscuits. Like he would make a biscuit in a what are they called? A cupcake pan, muffin pan.
Yeah.
And he'd make a Scotch egg that was like 90% done, stick it in the middle of the biscuit, and then you'd have a biscuit with a Scotch egg on the inside.
What's a Scotch? Is that just like
Scotch
mostly
egg is
hard-boiled?
no, a Scotch egg is you soft boil an egg, you cover it in sausage, and then cook it. Some people bake it, some people pan-sear it to cook the sausage. And then I believe for it to be a Scotch egg, you then have to bread it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I've never tried
Scotch
or
eggs
heard
are
of it.
bomb.
Wow. Either of those things.
So good.
Yummy.
They're incredibly difficult to make.
Ah,
Yeah.
yummy.
Lila, what's happening? Thank you for
Hey,
coming to our
Lila.
TED Talk.
What's up?
Good to see you. Good evening. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought I was waiting for this.
Clafoutis is like pie. French fruit and custard type pie. I don't know. It was good. I want to try that.
Nice.
I like pie.
That sounds super good.
I feel like pie and cake and donuts and like that classification of food is the fifth food group. You know what I mean?
There you go.
It's somewhere on that pyramid that they used to try and like tell us was the right thing back when we were kids. No, you need lots of carbs. And that's how you get a potato-shaped body.
That's funny.
Hans, Frank, it sounded fancy or dirty. And now I want to eat it. Yeah, right? Doesn't it?
It's funny.
Nicole, so Hans and I are having a tree cutting extravaganza Thursday
Nice.
and Friday. Maybe I can fuel Hans with breakfast burritos. That's what I'm talking about. Survival food. Like, people are talking about goji berries. You know, what's the other one? Acai. These are all supposed to be modern superfoods. Obviously never had bacon, ham, sausage, eggs, potatoes, a little bit of refried beans, a whole mess of different sauces, and cheese wrapped up in a tortilla. That's superfood.
Superfood.
That's superfood.
Super.
Right?
I can't disagree with you. That does sound amazing. That's great.
Telling you. That's bell peppers, onions, mushrooms. There's so many things you can put in a breakfast burrito. Chorizo. Oh, we got a whole bag of chorizo and egg in the freezer, huh?
That's true. Yep.
Wow. Yeah. I was gonna make breakfast burritos and then like wrap them up and put them in the freezer so I could just microwave them in the early. You know what I think stopped me from doing that? It doesn't sound like there's any joy in that.
Why not?
Microwaving a burrito in the morning?
Oh, I just wanted to prepare it. So I was ready to, yeah.
I don't know. I'm having a crisis, a food crisis.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Well, we have lots of eggs.
We're gonna have to do something crazy with the eggs. I'm gonna look and see what there is. What can you do with a bunch of eggs? With 200 eggs?
I'm making chicken strips tomorrow.
Ooh, that's gonna
I'll
be.
use at least 6.
That actually might be the best thing. like you I don't know if you love them or you just have a lot of practice with them. Those are really good. Those are really good.
The thing is the things that I enjoy making the most are the things that everybody else enjoys eating.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like tried and true, like sort of the same stuff.
I could see that because when I cook something and everybody's like, "Oh, I don't want those things are mixed together. Oh, those colors aren't the right colors for things to be in one part of your food," or I don't like it. It's too spicy while they're eating a half bag of Takis.
I know, it's weird.
It really it drives all the joy out of it. I can understand.
Kind of why like I make spaghetti. I made Alfredo the other night. It was really good. I made it mostly for you and I though.
Yeah, that was
tacos,
super good.
hamburgers.
Yeah.
Chicken, like lots of chicken.
You know what I don't like about this camera the most?
What?
Have you seen that prank that women are playing on their significant others, where it makes their eyes look further apart? Have you seen that? Because it's such a wide lens. This is an action camera. It's an Osmo Action 3, and so because it's such a wide lens, like my eyes are a good distance apart from each other.
Especially when you go forward.
Yeah, you go forward, it's like, whoa, they don't even look like they're looking in the same direction.
Something right.
I'm like, pork chops and apple sauce. Okay. All right, almost upsetting with Janet. Oh, shoot, I forgot I need to go to the dollar store. Hop in the car, everyone. Let's go.
Nice. All right.
Yep. Yeah. Fuel me with breakfast burritos sounds like the best idea here. It probably is.
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Yep. Winner, Nicole.
I don't even know. Like, you look back over history, right? Like, the Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire, the Mongols. And I just think to myself, like, how did they accomplish all of that without breakfast burritos? My wife has a ton of cookbooks. A bunch of them are very old. She makes a bunch of stuff from scratch. I love this woman.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep her, Frank.
You got to keep her.
I like to make bread from scratch, and as much as I can. I'm actually really excited because there's so many things in the garden. We can talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
And that is like, yeah, I'm really excited.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To expand my culinary things.
Reach.
Yes.
Yes. LP, oh my goodness, can you do a video of those eggs, maybe, please? That sounds great. Fancy. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh, of the ones like your grandpa made. That would be pretty cool.
Of Scotch eggs? Yeah, I don't know that I could pull them off. They're like really difficult to make well. It's because you cook them several times. It's difficult to take a soft-boiled egg and have it remain a soft-boiled egg, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be cursing like a Scotchman making Scotch eggs, I'm sure. So that could be fun too.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Nicole, I am team runny egg. And I can put eggs and salt in my coffee. Nice.
Yep, I like mine runny as well.
Yeah.
Especially with steak. Oh, steak and eggs is my favorite.
Yep.
It's my favorite. This is why I have a hard time making eggs every day.
See, that's why we need to take that new property the bottom of that new property, and we need to first put goats in the first area.
I like that.
And then when we move the goats to the second area, we put the pigs in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cycle them through for about a year. Then the next year, we can do that same cycle, but with cows. And then we can have chickens come up along the rear because they'll eat all the bug larvae that the cows leave behind. Right?
And then we'll have
steak
homemade
and eggs.
steak.
We'll have steak and eggs.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yep.
Almost homesteading. I can eat eggs runny or hard, but lately I have been team eggs over hard. Interesting. Interesting. People usually don't make that switch. I thought you were going to go full Dr. Seuss there. I can eat eggs runny. I can eat eggs hard. I can eat eggs on the roof. I can eat eggs in the yard. Like that, maybe. So I heard someone say you can freeze scrambled eggs. You could experiment with that. Oh, with what you can freeze. Yeah, you know what we did when we had chickens many years ago was you crack an egg open in like an ice tray, and you put those in the freezer.
Interesting.
Yeah, because then as they thaw out in the pan, they cook.
Interesting.
Yeah, because you can't freeze them in the shell.
Right.
Because they'll crack.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I will look into that.
You're right.
Nice.
Look at this. What is this? A live on TikTok? We're
I know.
30. We're 30 comments behind. Frank, you could drive around in egg houses. Bring out your inner teenager. Man, one day we'll have a fireside story time. And you'll have to remind me, Frank, to tell that story. Interesting. The whole egg? Break that down for me. The whole egg, like, for Scotch eggs?
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, probably the deviled egg. Because you separate the yolks from the whites, and so you end up with a top half and a bottom half, right? And so you make the deviled egg filling, you fill it, you put the top back on it, and then you bread it and deep fry it. Deep fried deviled eggs. Boom.
Yeah, that's actually what I was wondering where you had that. I mean, probably
I'm pretty sure my grandpa.
Yeah.
I think that's what led me to the Scotch eggs thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I've never heard of that. That sounds.
He'd also make bran muffins and put raspberry jelly in the center of them. Amazing.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Let's see. You can make loads of cookie dough and freeze it. So when you want cookies, you just grab some out of the freezer to bake. I'm going to tell Brooklyn about that.
Yes.
Because Brooklyn, she loves making cookies. She makes cookies, deviled eggs. What else?
She makes pasta.
She makes pasta.
But she'll sometimes make pasta like from scratch as well.
Yeah.
And those are like her favorite things to make.
Yeah.
Definitely cookies is on top.
Yep.
Yeah.
You should have a pasta making party with Brooklyn tomorrow.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Almost Homesteading with Janet is back from the dollar store.
Nice.
With water. Very nice.
Gotta
very
have
nice.
the agua. Yeah.
A video of the fried deviled eggs. It could be a fried hard-boiled egg in the end. That's okay. Yeah, but you actually make the filling and everything, you know. And I like my deviled eggs with relish. Like, I know it's controversial. It's like putting.
I do want to try that.
It's like putting ketchup on a hot dog. In some places, you're drawn and quartered for that. You know, some places, you'll be put in the stockade in the city square.
Wow.
For that.
Wow.
You know.
I mean, I would just not eat hot dogs if I couldn't have them with ketchup. And
to the stockade.
And avoid the stockades.
Yeah. Runny eggs are excellent on hamburgers. Yeah, they're also excellent just on top of a steak. You just, it's amazing.
My favorite.
It's amazing.
My favorite.
It's just so good. Yep. Our goats have been some serious lawnmowers lately. Yeah, that's
Nice.
part of what we need down there. There's a bunch of like overgrowth and brush and everything. And honestly, I'll get down there with a weed whacker and take it all out and everything. But currently, I'll have to put that to somewhere in the mid-fall of 2027. Because we're getting like way busier than I ever wanted to be out here. You know?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It is interesting. It's a problem. It's a
Yeah.
catch-22. Because, yeah.
But at least we don't have to leave the property for most of it. Well, yeah, to get material, but not to, like, work. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, not that often, anyway. Not every day. Not 9 to 5, at least. But I feel you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh, that's interesting. A fried egg is great on a quesadilla. I'd never thought about that, but that sounds really good.
I never thought of that either. Ooh,
Yep.
that does sound good.
April, May. So I'm looking into some land, and in the covenant, it explicitly states that you cannot raise pigs on the land. Almost any other animal is fine. That's weird. Yeah, pigs.
Interesting.
If they probably had bad experiences with people taking care of pigs. Pigs are actually very clean animals, but when they're not taken care of, it can get disgusting, and they can smell really bad, make a lot of noise. They get out. If they're not happy, they're smart, so they'll get out of wherever it is that they, are being held, and then they can go around tearing stuff up. So that's probably why. Yeah.
Interesting.
You gotta introduce them to a good pig. Give them a new experience to decide with.
That's very interesting.
I'm gonna laugh if Hans just got up to make a breakfast burrito. That's awesome. I'm telling you, it's a superfood. Bacon is meat candy. Breakfast burritos are superfood, and that's a scientific fact.
That's great.
Almost homesteading with Janet. You know what I mean.
Agreed.
Hot dogs need mustard.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
LP. See? Drawn and quartered. It's blasphemous to eat ketchup on a hot dog in Chicago, right?
What is it? Just mustard?
Just mustard, onions, I think sauerkraut too.
Oh, well, I could go
These
for
are all
that.
these are all
That sounds great.
acceptable things.
Okay.
Relish probably in
All right,
most
I could live
regions.
in Chicago.
Yeah. I don't know that I could.
That's good. That's good stuff too.
I don't know that I could live in Chicago. I don't know that I'd make it there. You know, they say you
Well,
can.
not from the cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and quesadilla, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make that. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is probably the problem, and they don't realize that that's because it's being done wrong. They're actually very clean animals. Yeah.
Nicole.
Oh my gosh, you did get up to make a breakfast burrito or a burrito. That's great. Good. I'm glad that we're inspiring something on this live stream. If we can inspire someone to make a food they weren't gonna make prior to the live stream, and leave the live stream with a distinct feeling of meh, then we've done our job. Yep.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, around here, pig farming was not allowed for a very long time. They escape and breed with all the wild hogs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is they become wild hogs, like immediately. And they'll just tear through stuff and yeah, they got to be taken care of. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nicole, I think my teenager puts Chick-fil-A sauce on a hot dog.
Nice.
I don't know what to say about that. Creative? That's creative. It's creative. Chick-fil-A sauce is like, it's hard to beat on pretty much everything, right? But, that reminds me, one thing I'd like to do, we're going to go get a family pack of meat because we need we like to feel, we have like our savings account in rocks around our property because
and eggs.
And there's and eggs because there's a reason for that. You see, I believe it was Albert Einstein who said World War III will be or I don't know what World War III will be fought with, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones, and I hear it's pretty profitable to be in the defense industry. So we're just,
Rocks.
hedging our bets, keeping as many rocks around as we can. Someday there's going to be a market for that.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. I don't remember what I was going with that. Lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I'm with you. With you.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not, but I know a Chicagoan.
Oh, it was a meat pack.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also like to have lots of meat as well.
Yeah.
I need to go, this year, I need to go hunting. Yeah. Which will make a big difference in that.
Yeah.
You know?
It'd be amazing.
Yep. Hans was inspired to greatness. Hey.
Oh, man. That's great.
Couldn't hold it any longer. Yep. God's desire for me.
That's
hey there, how
awesome,
you doing?
Hans. Hey, what's up?
Thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk. There was no dancing this week.
No.
Just so you know.
Although we are retro cameraing it.
Yeah.
Not even. It just looks bad.
I
Our
about threw a fit before the live stream because the stupid camera kept freezing and I was just not going to have it. So we put this one in, which makes my eyes look 6 inches further apart than they actually are. and not point the same direction.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
Frank, all right, guys. So glad I caught y'all live. See y'all later.
Good night, Frank.
Stay cool. You do the same. Have a good night. And thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Meows. Yep.
All right. Well, do you want to talk about the garden? What's happening out there?
Do a little fill-in.
Yeah.
But, what was it? We got I think we talked last week about all the plants that I got, right? So we got them in the ground. Pretty much all of them. And I knew there would still be freezes, but I decided I'd prefer to cover them than to bring in like 100 plants inside.
Yeah, or more than that.
More than that.
Yeah.
So, so we've only needed to cover them 2 nights. We'll have to cover them tonight, but we've got like 15 tomato plants and 6 cucumber plants, 10 jalapenos, but the exciting thing is
3 grapevines.
Yeah, 3 grapevines. Is I'm seeing my little radishes start to pop up, and whenever you start seeing that little green, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so exciting.
I can't wait to have pickled radishes.
Yeah,
that's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be super yummy. But I've got like dill and cilantro and chives that I'm really looking forward to like seeing those start to creep out too. Sugar beets are doing pretty good. I'm like having to give a what for to the grasshoppers.
Hey, have you guys ever heard of boiling onion, like the tops of onions and the skins and everything, and then using that as an insecticide? You ever heard of that before? Anybody?
Yeah, I saw it in one of my garden groups. I asked the person, I was like, "Oh, that's cool. Have you tried it?" But no response. Also, Doris, I think there was a post in your group, or maybe someone else knows too, but using Dawn dish soap, like, pretty well diluted, but that you can just spray directly on your leaves to help kill off, any little, like, parasites and keep things off of it.
I bet if I put my mind to it, I could figure out a way to make, like, a simple tracking system. And we could call it the Plantriot rocket system. Air defense, the Plantriot. Instead of the Patriot, the Plantriot,
Plantriot
air defense system. Right?
That could be good. Yeah, that could be real good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One man's manic struggle against grasshoppers.
You'll just like heat sense them and be all.
Yeah. Like motion. Use one of those salt rifles, you know what I mean?
Those are awesome.
Those are really cool, but instead of using salt, we'll use volcanic ash because that's abundant. You know?
I like it.
Boom.
I like it.
I'm actually personally, I'm happy to report no sign of mint yet.
You know, thank you, because I said that every time, and you're like, just wait, just wait.
Oh, I'm not.
But no, I don't.
I
say
haven't
it yet.
changed. Just so you're clear. I'm
Yeah,
happy to
no, you're
report that
fine.
at this point in our history, there is no mint.
No mint.
Do I think that's a forever thing? No. No, the deed has been done.
Maybe the wind has blown it like way over that way and way up that way, because maybe we'll see it in the next spring or something.
It's possible. It's possible.
Or maybe all of the seeds got eaten by birds, because there have been a lot of birds.
That's also possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't cover them. I just spread them.
Hans is back with burritos.
Yummy.
Very good, very good.
Yummy.
All right, let's see what we got. I wish I could share the greatness of HEB butter tortillas with you all. I would love to hear.
What is this?
Yeah, when my aunt makes breakfast burritos, she butters the tortillas, right? Like after they're hot, she'll like heat them up on the oven, and then you butter them, and then she makes the breakfast burritos, and it's amazing. And she like makes it with a bunch of canned stuff, like it'll be canned new potatoes, spam, because my uncle really liked spam, which I don't mind spam, especially if it's fried. And like, you know, cheese and salsa and all of that stuff, but it's the buttered tortillas that make it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, because I always, when I make quesadillas or burritos, all butter. I'm lazy. I just put butter in the pan and then swirl the thing around. Same with grilled cheese. But I always put butter in and then throw the tortilla down.
Yeah.
Whether it's burritos or tortillas. So like that.
No, like when I
Or
cook
after
a
it's
tortilla on the
I know
fire
you do it
directly.
different. Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about though, is directly on the fire. So it like gets the little black spots and everything on it, and then you flip it over, take it off while it's still hot. You put butter on it.
Interesting.
You know.
I like how I do it. Like all crispy and browned and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just different.
different. Yeah. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think you're answering someone else, but I'm glad you have. You gotta say yes to life. Almost homesteading with Janet. My cilantro made it through our spring frost. That's great.
Nice.
Go cilantro.
My chamomile made it through everything. I just love it so much.
Mm-hmm.
So much. And the strawberries. I don't have to cover them. I don't
And
have to
the
do anything.
onions and the
and
garlic.
the onions and the garlic.
Basically everything. And
Actually,
with our
like
cover-up
carrots.
job, everything survived.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah,
nothing died from the freeze that we had the other night.
Yeah. And the only things we've been covering is all the tomatoes and the cucumbers, which are like next to the other stuff, and the bell peppers. Those are like the beds we're making sure get covered. Everything else,
Yeah.
snap peas,
Super good.
don't have to do a thing for them. Just leave them there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be like 36, so cold enough for those guys, but
Yeah.
tomatoes and bell pepper.
They don't like it.
They
don't like it too much.
No.
I was told plant onions by all my plants to discourage bugs. So we have that. Onions and garlic next to pretty much everything. It's
Yeah.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they're just like, yep, they just go past the end line and like they ate so many things. I've reseeded stuff, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, almost homesteading. No mint yet. All right. Link 13 Mania. Kind of curious how you guys dealt with permits. Obviously, state, county specific issues, but still. So we live in a place where the county doesn't have the resources to enforce any of the permitting stuff. Okay. Now that's one datum. The other one is, I personally believe that you have the right to do anything within reason on private property, which is also backed up by hundreds of examples of case law. I think building a house, putting in a septic tank, drilling a well, power, doing solar, all of that stuff is all within reason. I'm not going to try and, without a permit, have a circus or like an amusement park or something. That would not be within reason. But all of those things within reason. So I take those two data and I mix them up in a little bowl and I come up with a rather ask for forgiveness than permission fruit salad. And that's how I dealt with it. Plus, I'm just a pain in the ass to deal with in person. So I always just fall back on that skill when I'm in those situations. Like I'm very difficult to deal with in those situations, and I know that. She knows that, and so. Oh, so you're coming to me to tell me that I can't do something that I want to do, even though I'm the one that paid for it and also paid for the land that it's on? Yeah. And then I'll start a letter writing campaign or something. Yeah. So anyway, that's how I look at it. That's not legal advice. Deal with it how you want to deal with it. I'm willing to fight that fight. And I don't think most people are. And I think that's a different, kind of a different viewpoint than most people would take.
Yeah. And we're like in the middle of nowhere, as it were. Whereas if we were building or had property in the middle of a bunch of houses, we're right in everyone's eye. So no way would that.
Yeah, they'd
fly.
be reporting it all the time and all that stuff.
Yeah. So
we had a guy come out here one time. He came out here once and he tried to write suggestions of things that I should do. I was like, no. Go on now. Go on get. And he never came back.
Nice to him. Makes us a good, team.
She the sugar, I'm the salt. You know what I mean? God's desire for me. I have heard of boiling onions, tops, and garlics for pest control. I think it's a really good idea, and it makes sense. I mean, garlic keeps vampires away. It's onions, which are related in their bulbousness.
They're in the aluminum family. Aluminum.
I love you so much.
I can see it in aluminum.
Aluminum? I don't know. I've never heard that word. I thought you were being British and trying to...
It's not coming out.
Aluminium.
Aluminum?
That's awesome.
Oh,
all right, LP, gotta head out. I've enjoyed the live. Thanks for sharing your time. You're very welcome. Thanks for sharing your time with us, and thank you for coming to our sTEaD Talk.
Yeah, have a good night.
Let's see. Been talking about food so much, and I had not eaten today. Just finished a batch of lemon curd. Ooh, while listening to y'all. That sounds really good.
It sounds really good. I've made 2 loaves of bread, and I've literally had like a half of the bread so far today. I've just been nonstop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, you have a good one. Yeah, and have a safe weekend yourself.
Thanks, LP.
Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, which, includes pulling a permit for building a tiny house.
Oh,
All right, let's see. Thank you. I was thinking similarly, but was on the fence. Just got 40 acres with assistance from your TikToks. That's awesome.
Nice.
I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, thank you for letting us know as well. And if you ever need anything, just reach out to us. We're here every Wednesday night, and then you can private message us on TikTok. It takes me a little bit to get back on those because I get hundreds of them. Yeah.
But as you can see, this is a very easy way to contact you.
Yeah, we try to keep this
out.
live stream small and just, with the friends and people who stumble upon it. So yeah, very
That's
cool.
Super cool. Yeah, congratulations.
LP. Okay, now I'm going. All right. Let's see. Have you tried marigolds in your garden? It's supposed to help with the bugs.
Yeah, I have 3 plants that I got from the garden club sale, the local community garden. Yeah, so 2 of them that are already like this big, And then I seeded, I can't even tell you, I've seeded like 4 packages, but I'm finally seeing a row that I actually was like, oh, I have to keep it, like, yeah. So now I've got little sprouts of marigolds. It's just that the timing was really off. Like, I needed all of those things that keep pests away about this tall when I put everything else in. My onions are going, but so at some point my marigolds will catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And marigolds are perennial or annual?
I believe they're annual because I don't think that they survive well.
And then they
in
seed.
This, yeah, in this climate. Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. April trying this for the first time this year. Very cool.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's I see that, like, I love Carrie a lot. And I see these tiny little bugs are coming in droves. And I see that Carrie loves the garden a lot. And so I take personal offense, as if it's an affront to my ability to be a protector and a man, that these bugs do what they do. You know what I mean?
I do appreciate
and
that.
damage your garden.
I do appreciate it.
It makes me very angry.
I went out the last 2 nights with a flashlight and picked off, like, I found some fatty caterpillars.
Yeah.
And I was like, to the chickens you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You'd
I
think,
just smacked those little grasshoppers. I just smack them.
what you need to do is take one of the caterpillars and flip it around so it's not its head, but it's little butt shaking. You take them into the chickens. Just let the chickens peck at it a couple times, but don't let it eat it, and then release it back into the garden so he can tell all his friends what, like, this is not a safe place for us, and maybe they'll move on.
Everybody run.
Yeah.
That would be amazing if they would do that. I'd be on board.
Have you? I mean,
I'd
but
be
do
on
you
board.
know though? But do you know it wouldn't work?
I don't know. Do caterpillars like have conversations they warn each other about?
I don't know. I take most of what I know about
Ants
bugs
would.
from A Bug's Life. Is pretty much what I know about bugs.
That's something.
Yeah. And deer ticks will give you Lyme disease. That
I've heard that.
those are the things I know.
That's funny. Yes,
Allium?
allium,
I was gonna say alley-oop. I'd have been
aluminium,
aluminium.
aluminium,
Yeah.
alum.
Nice. You're gonna try it too. That's awesome. And that's, you guys are talking about the onion thing, right? The boiling the onions.
Yeah.
Let's try that. We have
we should-
onion stuff.
Yeah.
Just take it out of the compost.
Yeah,
Well, it's
I
not
totally
in the
want to try it.
compost.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try that.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you let it steep for 24 hours. You boil it. You let it sit in there after you boil it. And then you just let it sit there for 24 hours. And you're using the water.
I remember being super sick as a kid, and my grandmother would take onions and put them in my socks, and then put the socks back on my feet, and then the next day you'd pull the sock out, it'd be all black from like all the crap that it sucked out of your body, right? Yeah, I can't imagine it wouldn't have a similar effect on bugs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if not, at least it's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah, that's true. And you're supposed to be able to spray it directly on the leaves. So I don't know. You might want to look into it a little more, but because I haven't tried it yet either. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to try that though.
By the way, I'm getting lemon balm ready to make oils. Sweet.
Oh, that's awesome.
You all would not believe how much lemon balm someone had me pull from their place. Awesome.
Nice.
Because it's related to mint.
That's really great.
Nice. Link 13 Mania. I dislike bothering others, but figured you'd like the feedback that you are helping people take the jump, or at least getting them to put their toe over the edge. I do like that feedback, and I tell you honestly, I don't consider it bothering us. It's like literally our purpose for doing all of this stuff is to help people with that, and sometimes that takes conversations outside of videos that I make, you know. So don't be afraid to reach out to me. It's all good.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I found so many slugs today. Ugh. I saw this this TikTok this morning where a girl was like, I'm 23. I made 300 grand this year. And then it was like this kind of older hippie lady. And she's like, got a cup and her little hoop house. And she's like, I'm 47. I'm collecting slugs off of my greenhouse. Right. And I made $13 at the farmer's market last week. Like, it was awesome.
You had to be there, I feel like. I missed that.
I'm not looking forward to tomato hornworms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you have chickens, they're quite a snack for the chickens.
Yeah. I feel like we should get a black light.
Yeah. Hit them with the black light.
Yeah.
I have a laser scope.
Nice. Is it a black light?
No, but it's really accurate.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Maybe messy.
It would be really messy. The slugs have been so bad here. We've had so much rain and freaky tornadoes here in Houston. That is really weird. You know what's very strange to me? Usually by this time of year, we'll have like Spanish crickets and cicada and all of that stuff going off. And I know the cicada are really bad in a lot of places. Not a peep, not a sound from them this year.
Yeah, not yet.
What is happening?
If it is not soon, that'll be fine.
Yeah, that'd be fine with me too.
Me?
Whoa, that is weird about the onion. Yeah, somebody's shaking something. It might be when the kids were running by.
Oh, it might have been. Yeah.
It was... Whoa! West Coast earthquake, everyone. Yeah, it worked because it would also clear your sinuses out and all that stuff. It has to be by your feet though.
I've heard of it too. I've never tried it.
Mm-hmm. I have heard of the onion sock trick too.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, you got a black light so you can pick them off, but you got it like even just one good chicken. You know what I mean? Our friend, I can't remember what her name is here on YouTube. It's like Harrison something, Harrison Range, or something.
Lang, yeah.
Lang, there you go.
She said it's fine if we say her name.
Oh,
Jen.
But it's Jen, and she's got the Goth Rooster, who's like this beautiful rooster with all black features.
So cool.
Including eyes and comb, the whole 9 yards, right? Black feet and. But then all of his feathers are like this white and iridescent green color. So he looks like a goth rooster. He's amazing. But he would be great to just feed hornworms to all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he'd be like...
Oh, he would love them.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, those things are crazy. We don't have any slugs out here or snails.
Yeah.
But I did find a huge hornworm on... just one last year.
On the cucumbers, right?
It was on
Or the
on a
squash.
tomato.
Oh, it was
on a tomato. Yeah, it's like their thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was on my little experimental patch of tomatoes though.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yep.
Boy, did the chickens love them.
Uh-huh. Yeah, ooh, I want goth chickens.
They're so crazy.
Janet, have you heard of zombie chickens? That's something for you to Google. They are amazing. They're amazing.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, I'll show you. Zombie chickens are like, they're so cool looking.
All right. Oh, I want to see that.
Anyway, leaving you on a note of zombie chickens doesn't seem like I'm accomplishing that meh target, right? So I did want to say something that we'll end off on, which was a report came out recently that is basically saying we have about 60% chance that we're going to be going into a major recession, possibly a depression, right? And along with this report was a list of people who did really well in the Great Depression, like didn't suffer the same problems that everybody else had. Number one among those was farm people. People that owned farms and that had homestead skills. Not only because they could generate their own food, but that they would generate so much goodwill with their community by being able to do things that it made their life significantly better.
Wow.
So, I appreciate you guys spending this time with us. I know we didn't talk a lot about those skills today, but sometimes we do. And that crapshoot, I'm glad that you're here for, and that you gamble on every Wednesday night. I love you guys,
great.
as always. This is our favorite thing to do, catch up with you guys. And yeah, you got anything else to say?
Oh, I just enjoy hanging out.
Yep.
Hanging out.
Yep. Let's go get
Right
some
here.
bread in you.
Let's get some bread in me. I think I want a yummy sandwich.
You want a yummy
I want a
sandwich?
yummy sandwich.
Let's make you a yummy
With
sandwich.
some of my lettuce that's ready to eat from
Oh,
the
yeah.
garden.
And we have that balsamic glaze. That would be really good on a yummy sandwich.
Good.
Salt and pepper.
Some fresh
Balsamic glaze.
sourdough.
We got to go, guys. We love you.
Have a good night,
We'll see you next week.
y'all.
Bye.